What's up, everyone, and welcome to the very last game of the day video. I decided to turn some of the games on and just try to maybe shoot at least a couple more games. It is the last day of the month. I was trying to work on a couple different games tonight that were deciding to act up. But just kind of going through some review. There's Afterburner. You remember Afterburner? I actually do have a Silver Strike also, but I never turned that one on. But it does work. We just didn't cover it. There's actually going to be several games that we just didn't cover just because there's not enough days in the month. But so there's Afterburner. We covered that one, and there is Operation Wolf title game. You can see the way that how far back that one looks with that mirror effect. It's kind of cool. It's like way back there. And then we had Tubin. Remember that one? That was like on the last weekend of summer. And then we had DK Jr. And we had Popeye. And a couple other games that we haven't covered yet. It's going to be Pleiades and Street Fighter 2. My Neo Geo decided that the flyback on the monitor was going to go a little crazy. So the Neo Geo was actually going to be covered tonight. Hold on, I'm going to set this camera down real quick. There's Popeye. But yeah, so the Neo Geo decided to act up. I don't know what was going on, but it was clicking and whatnot. And that loud game that you hear right now, that is actually Gyrus. Gyrus is like rocking right now. But anyways, the Neo Geo, the monitor decided to flake out. So it was the flyback, which is what provides high voltage to the monitor. And then we have Galaga sitting over there. We did that one. That was one of the first games. And then we have Miss Pac-Man. And then we have another pinball machine down there at the end that we never did. So let's first do Pleiades. So this is Pleiades. It's a Centauri game, much like Loud Gyrus over here. I was meaning to turn that down, and I just did it. I mean, it sounds awesome. But this one was kind of acting up. It had a little bit of a harness issue. But, I want to show you something kind of neat. But it was acting up, but I was able to kind of, I think, address it and get it right. Now, this is a Centauri game, and there's two games that are, I guess, kind of like similar. One's a sequel, and it's Phoenix. So if you've ever heard of Phoenix, which was one of my favorite games on the Atari 2600, this was, the sequel or whatever. But an interesting thing about this game is if you look at the marquee, the game is spelled Pleiades, and look at how it's spelled on the screen. It's Pleiades. So they didn't put the E. I don't know if they just ran out of room or they didn't talk to each other. The art department and the gaming, the people that were programming the game just didn't talk to each other. But kind of interesting, like little bit of trivia on that game, as far as like the artwork package and the game don't match up, as far as how they spell the game. Can you imagine that? It's kind of funny. All right, so let's go through and play this game. And I actually just went through and changed some of the settings on this one because it was set up to do 6 ships, and it's not right. It should be 3 ships. And you just have 2 buttons for left and right, and then you have a button to fire, and then another button for warping. All right, let me just make sure I'm not in the shot. Okay. Try not to get in the shot so that way it doesn't accidentally focus on me. But so here's the game. Pretty cool. So it's much like like Galaga or anything like that. Although there's a little bit more graphics going on in a different way. Like in a sense, it's not a star field. There's a base, and you're trying to protect it. And there's a mothership, just like in Phoenix. There we go. So now this is like the second part, and this has like kind of like similar birds like in Phoenix. So Phoenix has like these kind of bird things. Oh shoot. There we go. And now this is the mothership, and it basically spits out enemies. And you just gotta kind of shoot. Try to take all this stuff out. I still don't know if I'm supposed to be shooting the mothership or these things in order to... I think it's the mothership, but I was gonna try to shoot one time without shooting the mothership, and then one time without shooting the enemies, but just shooting the mothership. Because actually, I had never played this game before I bought it. A buddy of mine had it, and he sold it to me. Pretty cool game, though. I like it. Like I said, I like Phoenix on the Atari 2600. Now, on this one, you have to get these flags, which I totally missed the first one. And it's kind of like floaty, the control, and it's kind of slowing down, and you're trying to land on that target, but you're also trying to not run into the ships or the sides. And then you're trying to land directly in the middle. And then once you do that, it just kind of repeats. Oh shoot! almost died there. But it also has a warp button. So if you see yourself getting into a situation where you know, things are getting a little difficult, you can hit the warp button, and it'll kind of get you out of a bad situation. All right, so let's try to shoot as many of these as we can. So I think it's kind of cool how it's like hit detection, right? Where they get mad, they have like angry faces, which is kind of cool. So I do like this game. The only thing that I do want to change is I want to change the speaker, because the speaker that I have in it right now, it's too big, and the marquee doesn't close. So I need to go ahead and so you can see the flag over here. We're gonna try to get it. There we go. We got it. Whoa. Okay, let's move over. Got a little too close there. Just trying to look at the camera. Don't look at the camera while you're trying to fly the spaceship. There we go. Does little fireworks. Right, pretty cool. And so it just kind of rinses and repeats. There we go. All right, so anyways, that's that game. That's Pleiades. Or play. I don't know how other people say it like different ways. I'm probably saying it wrong. But anyways, I call it Pleiades. It's probably not right. But let's move on to the next game for tonight. And that next game is probably everyone's pretty familiar with it. And actually this is Street Fighter 2. And this particular one is Street Fighter 2 Turbo or Hyper Fighting, whatever you want to call it. Sorry, just trying to get the camera. Trying to get the camera right. So let me see. Is that good? Oh no, I'm kind of blocking it. Okay, I'm gonna have to like adjust it a little bit. I have to adjust it like for player 2 over here. Let's see. Alright, let's go this way. So there we go. So Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting. And if you remember, in the Z-Back, let me see, how does that, hey, that works out perfect. Okay, so you remember in the Z-Back, it had all those multi-boards and it had Street Fighter 2. Well, this one's actually a real Street Fighter 2 board that's actually running here. It's a real Hyper Fighting board, which is cool, right? Because sometimes like when you have the emulation stuff, it just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't seem to work right. But there you go. This is, a big part of my childhood is Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting. Let's see, what am I fighting? Oh, Ken, great.
Round one.
But listen to that music. It's just great. I remember the first time I saw this game, and I had no idea. I didn't understand, like, what the deal was. Because at the time, I was really used to like Mario and a lot of platforming games and whatnot. So when this came out, like on the Super Nintendo, I was like, "What are you supposed to be doing?" Ooh, that was not good. Okay, I gotta let him come at me. Come at me, bro. Got him. So yeah, I was used to Mario and this and that, and just, you know, when this game came out, I was like, okay, like, you have to go rescue the princess. What do you got to do? And you did nothing except fight each other. And my friends just, you know, sat there for 3 hours playing against each other. And I was like, what? I didn't get the concept. But I also saw Chun-Li for the first time and fell in love. I mean, which guy did not fall in love with Chun-Li? I love those thighs. That was like amazing back in the day.
Round 2, fight!
Oh, she got me. Oh man. She was sitting in that corner. So yeah, we used to go to this like little grocery store that was real close to the house. Man, I must have been like in middle school. And this game was in there. And it just like, I remember just staring at this game and was like, oh wow, that's like so cool. But this was like already after it had been ported on the Super Nintendo. So it's kind of funny, you know. I was a late bloomer for Street Fighter. Oh man, this guy's gonna get me. Come on, Zangief. Oh, no. I'm actually surprised how well I'm doing, because usually I don't do so well at Street Fighter. Usually I love the game, but not too good at it. Oh wow, I didn't know if he did that move that he can get out of it or kind of get past the fireball. It's good to know. Oh. Dang, he got me that time. Actually, again, I didn't expect to be playing this long. Man, don't you just love Gyros sound? Oh man, I was trying to do a dragon punch. So, interesting thing about this game is, I don't know if you've ever heard of, I forget what they're called. Why am I drawing a blank? They're like little arcade machines. They're like this big. They're just coming out with a Dragon's Lair. Replicate. Oh, this is cool. I love this. So Replicate, they actually have a little Street Fighter. If you're ever interested in getting a Street Fighter, kind of like arcade, but I think it's like $100. But it's actually pretty cool. I mean, it's like, it kind of has like the arcade ROM. And like this game itself is kind of what they would put a Street Fighter in, but this is not necessarily, this is a very generic cab. I actually did have the bezel artwork, and I took it off because I was actually in the middle of converting this to a Tekken 3, since I have Street Fighter in the other one, in that multi-board. So I was actually going to pull the board out of here and just put Tekken. I wanted something a little different. Whoa. I am losing bad here. Okay, this guy's not going to get a perfect. Oh my gosh, he's gonna get a perfect, guys.
Fire.
Oh my gosh, he got a perfect. Actually, we don't have that much problems with dowsing. Oh well.
Round 2. Fight. Play.
I think that's what it is he has me on this player 2 side, and, you know, I just can't do my moves. Oh man, come on. Man, these guys got me. And you know those elephants? A lot of people, you know, it bothers them. Like they think it's like annoying. But man, I used to love that sound of the elephants. I don't know why. It's just like one of those things. Oh, anyways, that's Street Fighter 2. I was like, how do you end it up? Okay, so Street Fighter 2, right? Okay, so let's keep going. And we have the freaking loud, let's see, where's it at? Loud Gyrus. Kicks. Kicks is another one that we have not covered. Really, really cool game. It's off right now because I am going to be getting a multi-board kit for it. And it's going to be running Kicks and Zookeeper and all kinds of stuff. There's our Cabaret, our Dig Dug Cabaret. And then we have Miss Pac, Galaga. And rounding the corner, we have Zaxxon that's actually off. There's a Space Duel, San Francisco Rush, another second San Francisco Rush. And there's an ice cold beer. And then we're going to go ahead and end this whole thing with the oldest game I have. So let me see if I can get this tripod set up. Ooh, there we go. Kind of got it on me, right? So we're going to end it with one of the older pinball tables here. Let me credit it up so we can get some light. But I also have a new pinball machine that I didn't cover. But all right, so cool, we got some light. So I have another pinball machine that I didn't cover. It's a newer one, but I've done plenty of videos on that one. So I was like, hey, you know what? Let's do the EM. And actually, I had just finished doing some work on it. So let me see if I can zoom in. So this is called the apron. It's kind of hard to see, but it's down here at the bottom. And I had done some work to clear this up because this was all right here. It was all rusted. And I went ahead and printed some new instructions and instruction cards and all that good stuff. I still have to address some of the artwork here in the middle, but it is on its way as far as restorations are going. I got this one from a buddy of mine who was the same guy that sold me the Pleiades, and he actually sold my brother Operation Wolf that we covered also. So this game is really, really old. I can't remember if it's 71. It's 71 or 73. So as far as the games, this one's the oldest. And this one is called an electromechanical pinball machine. And basically it just has little bells that ring. And it's kind of interesting, you know. It's definitely an interesting game. So you hear the bells? It's a different. It's definitely like a different time period as far as games. You see, I died already. I forgot I was going to adjust the tilt on it because the tilt is like super sensitive. Because there's times where like the ball gets stuck because it's like so. All right, and it's actually not leveled right. It seems like. I was kind of messing with it before. Seems like it's going, what is it going? It's going to the left. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much, yeah, it's going a lot to the left. But yeah, that kind of helped me out there. But it did not help me out there. But yeah, it's a super old pinball machine. It's actually kind of therapeutic. In a sense that it's super easygoing. Oh, I went straight. So there's a couple things that people do to this machine. So right now it has 2-inch flippers. And let me see if I can get the camera a little closer so maybe we can see. Sorry. I know this is like probably making people sick at home. But let's get it a little closer so you can kind of see what's going on here. I feel like it was a little, maybe a little too far away, but maybe we can see like what's going on the table. And you can see how like actually not balanced it is. You can see the ball like drift to the left a little. But so they have these, oh, it's done. So they have these things called drop targets right here, and you have to get those down. And if you rock the machine, it'll tilt, right? So let's do another one. The little clicking and all that stuff, it's like little stepper motors in there. And it basically is resetting the scoring reels, which are in the back. But super chill game. Actually, I didn't even plunge. I didn't plunge hard enough. So here it comes. Here comes the ball, like ever so slowly. Ooh, almost got it. There we go. You can see that the game is like super hard. So anyways, what I was saying is these flippers, they're only 2-inch flippers. And most modern pinball machines, they have 3-inch flippers. So it makes the game actually a little harder in the sense that there's a bigger room that the ball can, plunge right down the middle. And it's kind of cool because you can kind of see the switch. Oh, so that right there is a tilt. I told you it was like super sensitive. So there's a weight inside right here, and it's like the little plume, and I gotta like adjust it. So let's play one more. And that's the clicking again is the score resetting. So you can see like just how sensitive it was. So I need to adjust that. It's a little too sensitive. But yeah, this game is like super relaxing after a long day. Like you don't want anything that's too crazy. Some of the arcade games, I mean, they get a little too like hectic or whatever. And at the end of the day, when I just want to chill with a nice, relaxing game, this tends to be that game. And when I bought this game, I actually did not know anything about electromechanical games. So it was a lot of learning. So that's kind of the reason why I got the game, was to kind of, figure these games out and just give it a shot. But yeah, it's been a great learning experience, and I hope to get better at this. Oh wait, I forgot. I can't do that. Okay, I promise. One more time. I want to actually play without tilting. You know what? I should probably adjust that little plum. Oh, there we go. I was thinking that it wasn't going to come out. I was like, where's the ball? And then I adjusted the flipper strength. It's kind of cool because when I hit the switch, you can see through the pinball machine. You can see like through where the shooter rod is, which is like what you pull back to like launch the ball. You can see the switch firing, like the little electric spark from the contacts. I definitely have to work on. I need to adjust the tilt, so that way I can kind of rock the machine a little and kind of adjust the. Because I think that's part of pinball. Part of pinball is actually kind of rocking the machine, and like right now I can't really rock it, because it goes to tilt so fast. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this. I can't believe we did a game for every day, and actually past couple days we did a couple games. So today we did what? We did 3 games, and we did at least a game a day. So I mean, we did what we said we were gonna do, which was which I thought was kind of crazy. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to do it, but we were able to make it. The one thing I got to do is it's supposed to say what ball you're on, and I think the print that I have does not have that, so I need to go into Photoshop and I need to kind of fix that. It's great being a designer in a sense that you can adjust artwork, you can do all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it's just draining over here on this out lane. Is that it? That is it. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing all the games. It was nice being able to play all the games. I hope you enjoyed, just hanging out and just having a little bit of time in the arcade with me, and just enjoying doing what I enjoy doing. Yeah, I do have a little bit of light. Back over there, it was like really dark and you couldn't see me. And yeah, my hair is like messed up and all that. And yes, Ceci, thank you for the shirt. I got the shirt that you gave me. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed hanging out, playing some of these games. They're old, trying to preserve a little bit of history. Some of these games are older than others. But even the newer stuff that's like 90s, I mean, come on, let's think about it. It's like 30 years old now. So it's actually getting a little bit old. So Street Fighter is a part of history now, even though in this whole like realm of arcade collecting and whatnot, Street Fighter's kind of seen as the newcomer. So we each kind of try to do our part to try to like preserve all of these games by trying to restore them, try to keep them going. So hopefully the next generation will see what Pac-Man looks like on a CRT monitor, because that's not going to be around forever. Those monitors are eventually going to die. A lot of this stuff is going to eventually go away, and we're just trying to do our part just to keep it around a little bit longer, so that way people, like friends and family and whatnot, can enjoy these games. But don't forget to like, follow, subscribe on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. If you enjoyed watching these videos and seeing 30 plus games over 30 days, again, I had a great time. I'm going to go ahead and start shutting all this stuff down and make my way in, because I actually have another project inside that I'm working on. I have a Mortal Kombat 2 that I stuck an NBA Jam board, and I'm trying to get NBA Jam running in there. And I really want to get that working, because I really, really want to play some NBA Jam. I want to play some of those classics and stuff. So again, thank you again for joining me. I will check you all later. Remember, if you like this stuff, keep on subscribing and keep on seeing it. And I will see y'all later.